What's up, everybody, and welcome to yet another Foundation set review. And this time it's the 2.0, the direct to constructed set. So these cards you will not find in the play boosters. And today we are going to go over black. And so if we're going to go over here, let's take a look at what we're going to find. This is going to be a little bit quicker than the other set review I did, where we went into depth about where I would kind of rate the card in draftability on my own personal scale. We're going to talk about whether or not it's going to fit into any current standard constructed decks, and if it has a place in the current standard format, or if it's just a fun classic card. And we're going to cruise right on through here. So the first up is Undying Malice. For 1 black instant until end of turn, target creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. So maybe, but I doubt it. It's just a slot that's taken up about where other things might have more synergy. So I doubt we're going to see any standard play out of this, but there's a potential. You could save a card and it comes back bigger, badder, stronger. Next up is Pulse Tracker. For 1 black, it's a creature vampire rogue. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses 1 life. It's a 1/1 as well. We're not going to see this one, but it might fit into your vampire deck. Duress, we already have this card in play. It's super solid. So I had a conversation earlier about Duress versus Pilfer. Deep Cavern Bat fits sort of where the Pilfer does, but Pilfer just straight up gets rid of it. But this always feels so good as a 1-drop, especially if you're on the play. This is a really great card. So yeah, we're going to continue to see this being played. Next up is Vampire Neonate. 1 black creature vampire 0/3. Pay 2, tap this. Each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. We're not going to see this in standard play, but it's fun. Put it in your vampire deck, in your vampire commander deck. Cemetery Recruitment. Look at this Liliana. The way she looks varies from time to time. This one is like very photorealistic. It's a little bit jarring because it looks so real. But anyways, Cemetery Recruitment. 1 colorless, 1 black sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a zombie card, draw a card. Maybe. So there is a really interesting like zombie deck in Modern. And I think there's some really interesting zombie cards that came out with this set. So maybe we could see like sort of like a mono black zombies approach. But as of the current meta, without any new brews coming up, we're not going to see this currently. Feed the Swarm. This is a 1 colorless, 1 black sorcery. Destroy target creature and enchantment opponent controls. You lose life equal to the permanent's mana value. No, it's too expensive. It's killing you. There's already so many other destroy target cards out there. I don't think we're going to see this one. Moment of Craving. 1 colorless, 1 black instant. Target creature gets -2/-2 into end of turn. You gain 2 life. I mean, I think it's too expensive. I think because we have another one. We have, what is it, Stab? That's 1 mana. Offer Immortality. If 1 colorless, 1 black, target creature gains Death Touch and indestructible to end of turn. That's a fun draft card, but too bad it's not draft. Vampire Interloper. It's a 1 colorless, 1 black creature vampire scout 2/1 flying. This creature can't block. Maybe put it in your vampire deck as chaff, but it's like you're not gonna really use it. Crow of Dark Tidings. 2 colorless, 1 black creature zombie bird flying. When this creature enters or dies, mill 2 cards. We're not gonna see this one either. Put it in your zombie deck. There you go. Untamed Hunger. 2 colorless, 1 black. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+1 and has menace. No, we're not going to see it. Vampire Spawn. 2 colorless, 1 black creature vampire. When this creature enters, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. It's a 2/3. No, put it in your vampire deck. Skeleton Archer. 3 colorless, 1 black creature. Skeleton Archer. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to any target. No, it's just too expensive. Doesn't do enough. It's a fun card though. Suspicious Shambler. 3 colorless, 2 Did you guys see this? There's another like zombie in the coat. So it's a person on top of a person, or a zombie on top of a zombie. But 3 colorless, 1 black creature zombie. You can, and it's a 4/2. And you can pay 4 colorless, 2 black. Exile this card from your graveyard. Create 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Activate only as a sorcery. You're not going to see this, but maybe put it in your zombie deck. Zombie commander deck. This one's going to go in your vampire deck. This is going to be the theme, I think. A lot of great commander cards. Driver of the Dead. 3 colorless, 1 black. As creature vampire, when this creature dies, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's just too slow. It's a 3/2. We're not going to really see it, but, you know, can fit in that vampire deck as chaff. Sanguine Indulgence. When this spell costs, it's 3 colorless, 1 black. Sorcery. This spell costs 3 less to cast. If you gain 3 or more life this turn, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Now things get interesting. Like if you could do a graveyard recursion deck of some sort, this would be really nice. You would have to make it in some sort of life gain deck as well. Maybe like pop a food, because then you would gain 3 life. But I doubt we're going to see it. Highborn Vampire. It's 3 colorless, 1 black creature, vampire warrior, 4/3. We're not going to see it. Vampiric Rites, 1 black. So that ends our common. Now we're going to move into uncommon. And that's a Vampiric Rites is going to meet us there in uncommons. And that is a 1 black enchantment. Pay 1 colorless, 1 black, sacrifice a creature, you gain life, and draw a card. No. It'd be a fun draft card, though, for sure. Deathmark. That's interesting. 1 black, sorcery, destroy target green or white creature. I think it's too specific. It's the right price, but it's too specific. Knight of Malice is a 1 colorless, 1 black creature, human knight, first strike, hexproof from white, and this creature gets +1/+0 as long as any player controls a white permanent. It's a 2/2. I mean, it's too much hate for white, and there is some white competitive decks like mono white humans, Selesnya rabbits, but most of the big threats in the top 8 are going to be like Dimir, Golgari, and mono red. So it's going to be black, green, blue, and red. So I just don't think we're going to see anything from it. Gatekeeper of Malakir is 2 black. It's a creature vampire warrior for 2/2. It has a kicker cost of 1 black. When this creature enters, if it was kicked, target player sacrifices a creature of their choice. Actually, maybe. The 3 cost, they sack a creature and you get a creature. I'd put it in a maybe in a specific build, but probably not. Tribute to Hunger, 2 colorless, 1 black. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness. No, we're not going to see it. Deadly Plot is 3 colorless, 1 black. Choose 1, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Return target zombie creature card from. Like I said, there could be something to this zombie graveyard recursion deck. But for now, no. Vile Entomber is 2 colorless, 2 black creature, zombie warlock, death touch with the 2/2. When this creature enters, search your library for a card, put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle. No, we're not going to see this. Blood Tithe Collector, 4 colorless, 1 black, creature vampire noble, 3/4, flying. When this creature enters and opponent lost life during each opponent discards a card. Great commander card, but no. Malfed Twins. Malfeld Twins. 5 colorless, 1 black. Creature zombie. When this creature dies, create 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. For some reason, struggled with that word. We're not going to see that one either. Dread summons X and 2 black. Each player mills X card for each creature card put in the graveyard. This way, you create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Maybe, like I said, there might be some to this zombie deck. And that was our first rare card. So now we're going to go on to our second rare card, which is Calastria. I just want to say cholesterol. Calastria Highborn is 2 black creature vampire shaman with 2/2. Whenever this creature or another vampire you control dies, you may pay black. If you do, target player loses life. This is a commander card. Null Priest of Oblivion, 1 colorless, 1 black. I like the art on it though. Crazy. Vampiric, it's a creature vampire cleric. That's a 2/1 kicker. 3 colorless, 1 black. Lifelink, menace. When this creature enters, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. No, we're not going to see it. Wishclaw, talisman, is 1 colorless, 1 black artifact. This artifact enters with 3 wishes, counters on it. Pay 1, tap it, remove a wish counter from your artifact, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. An opponent gains control of this artifact. Activate only during your turn. Interesting. So you use this, and then it's given to your opponent, and then your opponent can use it once, and then it's given back to you, and then you can use it again. Huh. I don't think we're going to see it, but it's interesting. Death Baron, 1 colorless, 2 black, creature, zombie, wizard. Skeletons you control other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have death touch. Like I said, something might be something to the zombie deck. Midnight Reaper, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, this creature deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. We've seen this in Standard and before. I don't know if we're going to see it again, though. Desecration Demon, 2 colorless, 2 black. Flying, at the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice creatures of their choice. If a player does, tap this creature and put a 1/1 counter on it. At the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature of their choice. If a player does, tap this creature and put a 1/1 counter. Oh, because they could sack a card and stop this from attacking. Interesting. We might see it in the Demons deck. It's cheap enough. It's a 6/6. Gives people some choice, some hard choices. So maybe. Crossway Troublemakers, 5 colorless, 1 black, creature, vampire. Attacking vampires you control have death touch and lifelink. Whenever a vampire you control dies, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Put it in your commander deck. Myojin of Night's Reach, 5 colorless and 3 black, legendary creature spirit. Myojin of Night's Reach enters with a divinity counter on it if cast from your hand. Okay. Myojin of Night's Reach has indestructible as long as it has a divinity counter on it. Remove a divinity counter from Myojin of Night's Reach. Each opponent discards their hand. Interesting. So you can play it. It has indestructible. And then at any point, I can just be like, all right, I'm going to remove this divinity counter. And you discard your hand. Again, commander card for sure. And that will complete our rares. So now we get into the black cards. Is that like Ob Nixilis and Liliana? Is that who that's supposed to be? Demonic Pact, 2 colorless and 2 black. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that hasn't been chosen. This enchantment deals 4 damage to any target and you gain 4 life. Target opponent discards 2 cards, draw 2 cards, and then lose the game. I wonder if you can like do 3 of these and then like give this to somebody. There is a red card that's like something gift, and then you can just give it to somebody. But I wonder if it resets if it changes possession. All that to be said, I don't know if you're going to see this. You can see it in Commander though. Massacre Worm, 3 colorless and 3 black. It's a creature, Phyrexian Worm. When this creature enters, creatures your opponent control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life. I don't think we're going to see it. It's a cool card. Put it in your commander deck. And that will bring us to the end of black. If you've made it this far in the video, you might as well do the thing. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. It helps get the video out to other people who like Magic the Gathering content. And it helps me out. And it's the best way you can do something for free for the channel and help me out. and let people stumble upon this guy. He's trying to live out his dream, playing or getting to the pro tour in Magic the Gathering. You can tell it's getting late. The closings are struggling, but I appreciate all of you hanging out. Thank you for your time, and stay tuned for the next one where we're going to go over red, green, and we have colorless and then multicolor still to go through in the Straight to Constructed series. So until next time, we'll catch you at the table.